Hello everyone and welcome to Apex Hunter Motorsports' 4th round of its Grand Prix series. We're here at Suzuka Circuit, a 5.8 kilometer long track or 3.6 miles, and we're going to be on board with Alex Chilcutt with his qualifying time of a 1:25.5. As we look at our starting grid today, we have Alex Chilcutt, P1, Edith Killian, P2, Jimmy Crooks, P3, Mark Samad, P4, Nicholas Kingswell, P5, Jasper Grothies, P6, Nathan Kint, P7, Willie Atkinson, P8. In 9th, Shade Bruffett, 10th, Harry Krantz, 11th, Brock Morris, 12th, Gage Donahue. In 13th, we have Sebastian Marino, 14th, Alec Hinchcliffe, 15th, Bao Kang Wu, 16th, Christopher Wolford. In 17th, we have James Haskell, 18th, Jeffrey Lawler, 19th, Leon Flukeiger, and 20th, Justin Carrizosa. We're predicting a one-stop strategy with the medium spinning for softs at lap 26 or medium spinning for hards at lap 15 due to the high tire degradation on this track. As we look towards our race start here, we see Edith Killian getting off the line pretty well as he overtakes Alex Chilcutt into the first corner and taking the lead of this race. As we watch this first lap unfold, we will see incidents involving Leon Flukeiger and Sebastian Marino, as well as Justin Carrizosa as this lap unfolds. As we look at the incident with Flukeiger and Marino, it looks like Marino closes the door on Flukeiger as it sends him flying towards the outside of the track. In the opening stages of this race, we see a battle for P4 between Mark Samad and Nicholas Kingswell as Kingswell dives down the inside into Spoon Curve and keeps the position going into 130R as he defends the inside, as we see later on. Nathan Kint is hunting down Brock Morris for P6 in this race, but he does suffer a little bit of a spin, which almost collects Shade Bruffett, but luckily both of them come out unscathed. Grothies on the defense against Lawler as they get down to the chicane here, and Lawler is ahead, which forces Jasper to back off just a little bit and allows Sebastian Marino, Harry Krantz, and Willie Atkinson to get that much closer to him going into the straight of this track. But we do see Grothies defending perfectly and keeps his position. Grothies suffers a lockup into the hairpin, which allows Sebastian Marino to get right beside him, and Harry Krantz and Nathan Kint later join in the fray. Marino ultimately does get the position on Grothies, and Kint gets the position on Grothies as well into the chicane, but as we see later on in this lap, Grothies later takes the position back into T1. Killian suffers a spin into the chicane as he dips his wheel in the grass, which causes his car to go around and has Alex Chilcutt taking the lead of this race. Haskell under pressure from Shade Bruffett, as Bruffett is going to get the DRS down the straight here, and we do see Haskell moving toward the inside to try to defend, but Bruffett goes more on the inside to muscle his way through and gain the position. Krantz is right on the back of Wolford's gearbox as they exit the chicane and go down to the main straight here. Krantz is going to get that DRS open and has him comfortably take the position on the outside. Lawler applying the pressure on Morris through 130R as he moves toward the inside toward the chicane, and Morris just gives him enough space to take the position. Kint closes the gap on Sebastian Marino at a spoon curve here as they both engage in a drag race down the straight towards 130R, where Marino lets off just enough to give Kint the position. Lawler closes the gap on Samad through 130R as he goes to make a move down his favorite part of the track, which is the chicane in this circuit. As he does make that move happen, Samad still hangs back behind him and gets DRS down the straight. However, Lawler manages to keep the position. Killian moves up to P2 in this race as he does get that DRS open, and with the help of those soft tires, he manages to make the move comfortably before T1. Crook suffers an off track and a brush with the wall as we see him fail to slow down that car, and a little bit up the track we see Nicholas Kingswell losing traction and having a brush with the wall himself, which causes him to lose a few positions. Hinchcliffe, Carrizosa, and Kingswell are barreling down the back straight here towards 130R as Justin Carrizosa pulls down the inside and Kingswell and Hinchcliffe go side by side, but there is contact between them. Carrizosa later tries to defend against Kingswell with his older hard tires, but Kingswell makes short work of it with those new mediums. Atkinson makes up a place on Donahue as Donahue gets to the hairpin and gets a little squirrely on the exit, which moves Willie Atkinson up to P11 of this race. Crooks loses traction on the exit of the hairpin here as he tries to put the power down early, but the rears kick out on those 22-lap old medium tires. As he tries to rejoin the track, he almost collects some out in the process, but both get away relatively unscathed. Killian looking to make a move on Jasper into T1 as Jasper moves to the inside to defend, and Killian takes the long way around the bend. There is a little bit of contact between them, but Killian takes the position. Jasper looking to make a move on Hinchcliffe as he has that DRS open and sweeps toward the inside line as he does manage to take the position against Hinchcliffe well before T1. Kint under pressure from Bruffett, who has DRS behind, as Kint defends that inside line, but Bruffett is going to sweep toward the outside and take the outside into turn 1 as he takes the position at the beginning of the S's. Samad is hunting Marino down for P6 in this race as he has that DRS open and he makes a late lunge down the inside of turn 1 to take the position. Bruffett is all over the back of Marino's gearbox with new soft tires and DRS down the main straight, which will assist him in pulling down the inside into T1 to take P7 of this race. Krantz gets DRS down the main straight as he gets a massive tow from Donahue in front, and he pulls down to the inside to take the position into T1. Carrizosa, who's done a spectacular job managing those 35-lap-old hard tires, tries to make a move on Brock Morris, who's currently in P3 here. As they make their way down the straight, Carrizosa does have that DRS and pulls to the outside to make the move stick. As we approach the end of our race here, Alex Chilcutt goes to take the checkered flag and gives us a little victory dance for P1. Jeffrey Lawler, as he crosses the line, takes P2 in this race. And with a mega stint on those hard tires, Justin Carrizosa takes P3 in this race. And that concludes our Japanese Grand Prix at Suzuka Circuit. And first we have Chilcutt, second Lawler, third Carrizosa, fourth Morris, fifth Crooks, sixth Samad, seventh Bruffett, 8th Marino, 9th Atkinson, 10th Haskell. In 11th, we have Kint, 12th Tinchcliffe, 13th Donahue, 14th Krantz, 15th Blue Kiger with the fastest lap of the session, 16th Wolford, 17th Wu, 18th Growth East, 19th Killian, and in 20th we have Kingswell.